13 miles an hour.
Okay, are we live? I think we are.
The tornadic thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area.
So,
Therefore, the warning has been canceled. These are the
just making sure we're actually live before I do anything.
At the Tallahassee airport, it was partly sunny. The
Hold
temperature
on.
was 62 degrees.
Okay, yeah, we are live. Alright, hold on.
Degrees. The wind was
Alright, yep,
west
we're
at 15
live.
miles
So,
an hour. At Panama City Northwest,
I turned my
it
mic
was
down, hold
partly
on.
sunny. The temperature was 55 degrees. The wind was northwest at 13 miles an hour. At Dothan, heavy rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 49 degrees.
Hold
The wind
on.
was west at 24
I
miles
messed it
an
up.
hour. At Albany, heavy rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 53 degrees. The wind was east at 17 miles an hour. At Valdosta, a thunderstorm was reported. The temperature was 66 degrees. The wind was south at 13 miles an hour. These are the 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time
Okay,
conditions.
I think we're good there. So,
Tallahassee Airport, it was partly sunny.
we have
The temperature was 62
a lot going on, so this is going to take me a minute to go through, but...
an hour. In Florida
Okay,
University, the temperature was 61
we have a
degrees.
pretty much just
The wind was southwest
almost
at 13
like a
miles
miniature
an hour.
outbreak of tornadoes
Apalachicola,
ongoing in parts of Florida and Georgia at the moment. I will be getting to them in a second. I just gotta quickly
miles an hour.
load something up.
At Panama City Northwest, it was partly
I
sunny.
didn't expect to go live or anything today too, so bear with me here,
The wind was northwest
as
at
yeah,
13
I did
miles
not
an hour.
expect this at all, so
Heavy rain and fog were reported.
you take what you can get.
The temperature was 49 degrees. The wind was west at 24 miles an hour. At Albany,
Okay,
heavy rain and fog were reported.
so we're gonna just start.
Temperature was 53
We'll start down here with this cell right here near Middleburg, Florida. A National Weather Service in Jacksonville has issued a tornado warning for northeastern Bradford County in northern Florida, northwestern Clay County in northeastern Florida, southwestern Duval County in northeastern Florida until 5 p.m. At 4:12, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Cape Blanding or near Middleburg, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. That is radar indicated, and it has a severe thunderstorm warning for 60 mile per hour winds and 1-inch hail as well. Rotation on it looks like it's been kind of weakening lately, so I won't be surprised if they eventually were to let that go. We also have a tornado warning up here, which actually includes parts of Jacksonville. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Cecil Field, or 11 miles north of Middleburg, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. The rotation on this one has also been struggling, so they might let that one go as well. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning up here for, let's see, northwestern Nassau County in northeastern Florida, southeastern Charlton County in southeastern Georgia. At 4:12 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over St. George, or 14 miles west of Callahan, moving north at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Source, radar indicated.
In Florida State University, the temperature was 61 degrees. The wind was southwest at 13 miles an hour.
So, I am watching this very closely. Like, this could be potentially quite serious, so we're gonna have to, continue this. I don't know what I'm talking about.
The temperature was 55 degrees. The wind was northwest at 13 miles an hour. At Dothan, heavy rain and fog
Okay.
were reported.
So we have that one, and we also have a severe thunderstorm warning over here for 1-inch hail and 6 mile per hour wind gusts. It's also tornado possible. Southeastern Ware County in southeastern Georgia, northwestern Charlton County in southeastern Georgia. At 3:58 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 12 miles south of Stephen Foster State Park, moving north at 35 miles per hour. Hazard 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. And we still have a tornado warning over here as well, issued by NWS Tallahassee. A tornado warning remains in effect until 4:45 p.m. for southwestern Cook and eastern Colquitt counties, and it's radar indicated. So, the main storm I'm focused on right now is probably this one over here. just due to its, you know, presence right here. Like, this
The tornado
concerns
warning
me.
for Eastern Thomas, Northwestern Brooks, and
I'm not saying it's trying to rotate or anything, which it,
storm which prompted the warning
I mean, all these storms are to a certain degree, but, like, this one isn't really doing much.
therefore,
These ones were before, but now they kind of are struggling,
tornado
so
warning still remains in effect.
I don't know if I would promise on them doing much, but we'll keep watching these nonetheless.
Tornado warning for Northwestern Brooks County is canceled. The tornadic
We also have some special marine warnings out here for
area. Therefore,
possibly water spouts, which, yep, we probably have
these are the four eastern
2 water spouts ongoing, actually. That was terrible. Let me try that again. We probably have 2 water spouts ongoing, like one here and then one up here. We probably have one. Why does that not work?
miles an hour.
I don't know why it lags so much. Anyways, that's not the point.
51 degrees. The wind
We also might have a water spout ongoing, like somewhere. That might have a water spout.
partly sunny.
And maybe some of those as well, but
Temperature was 63
yeah, pretty much all these storms are rotating to a certain degree currently, which
at Panama City.
kind of worries me, but,
Partly sunny.
you know,
The
it's
temperature was 55 degrees. The
what you
wind
can
was northwest
sometimes
at
expect.
15 miles an hour.
It's interesting, too, because this area only has a marginal risk of severe weather. Like, not much was even expected, so it kind of
Was west at 20
surprised a lot of people.
at Albany.
Looks like we also have a special weather statement here in Central Florida.
Temperature was 53 degrees.
Let's see here.
The wind was east at 17 miles an hour.
At 4:20 p.m., Doppler radar is tracking a strong thunderstorm near Santos, or 10 miles south of Ocala, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, wind gusts around 40 miles per hour and pea-sized hail. Source radar indicated.
Standard time.
So, this
You're listening to NOAA weather radio station
is concerning.
Tallahassee, Florida, operating 24 hours a day on a
Let's
frequency
check
of
real quick
162.40
correlation
megahertz.
coefficient.
This broadcast originates
Just to
from your
see.
National Weather Service office in Tallahassee, Florida. The latest weather and forecast information can also be accessed by calling our automated forecast
see.
line at 850
This I would watch.
951.
I don't think that's a CC drop, but I think it's just hail, but still, nonetheless, that concerns me.
Counties is canceled.
Valdosta earlier got a multi-vortex tornado, by the way, for those who didn't know, so,
Therefore, the warning
yeah.
has been canceled. Remember, a tornado warning still remains in effect for eastern Colquitt County until 4:45 p.m. The tornado warning for northwestern Brooks County is canceled. The tornadic thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. These are the 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time conditions. At the Tallahassee Airport, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 62 degrees. The wind was southwest at 15 miles an hour. At Florida State University, the temperature was 61 degrees. The wind was southwest at 13 miles an hour. At Apalachicola, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 63 degrees.
So we have a new special weather statement. 4:23 p.m. Doppler radar is tracking thunderstorms along a line extending from near Dixie Union to 7 miles west of Race Pond. Movement was north at 35 miles per hour. Hazard wind gusts around 40 miles per hour, pea-sized hail, and minor flooding due to heavy rainfall. So that, this area could end up possibly in a flash flood warning at some point. Speaking of that, I'm actually going to check over the last hour where we've had most accumulation.
At 17 miles an hour.
This area still has a flood advisory from earlier today.
The temperature was 62 degrees. The wind was south at 20.
Looks like there was quite a bit of rain though in this storm here.
4:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're listening to NOAA weather radio station KIH-24 in Tallahassee, Florida, operating 24 hours a day on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This broadcast originates from your National Weather Service office in Tallahassee, Florida. The latest weather and forecast information can also be accessed by calling our automated forecast line at 850-942-8851. The tornado warning for northeastern Thomas, northwestern Brooks, and central Colquitt counties is canceled. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. Remember, a tornado warning still remains in effect for eastern Colquitt County until 4:45 p.m. The tornado warning for northwestern Brooks County is canceled. The tornadic thunderstorm.
So we definitely have a water spout ongoing here in this area. Let me take a look at this on reflectivity. Doesn't look the best on reflectivity, but then again, it is a decent ways away from the radar,
The
so
wind was southwest at
you
15
take what you
miles
can
an
get.
hour. At Florida State University, the temperature was 61
I like how as soon as I went live, all the warnings just stopped getting issued. And as I say that, there's a special weather statement.
The temperature was 63 degrees.
4:25 p.m. The Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Valdosta, moving north at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour and a half-inch hail, and that is radar indicated.
The wind was northwest at 13 miles an hour. At Dothan, heavy rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 49 degrees. The wind was west at 24 miles an hour. At Albany, heavy rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 53 degrees. The wind was east at 17 miles an hour.
That's also right there.
At Valdosta,
That's also
a
probably
thunderstorm was
producing water, so
reported.
it's probably have 2 water spouts I'm going. One there and then one there.
The wind was south at 28 miles an hour. The current time is 4:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Potentially even a third one right here, but I'm not confident about that.
KH24 in Tallahassee, Florida, operating 24 hours a day on a frequency of 162.4.
There's another one.
This broadcast originates from your National Weather Service.
So if at least 3 water spouts probably ongoing right now, if not more.
Information can also be accessed by calling our automated forecast line at 850-942-8851. The tornado warning for northeastern Thomas, northwestern Brooks, and central Colquitt counties is canceled. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore,
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Like,
remember, the tornado warning still remains in effect.
I don't know how to describe it, but I don't know how I feel.
The tornado warning for northwestern Brooks County is canceled. The tornadic thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. These are the 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time conditions. At the Tallahassee Airport, it was partly sunny. The temperature was
Significant damage reports are coming out of Valdosta, Georgia currently, where they got previously. If I can go back far enough, which I think I can actually.
The wind was southwest at 13 miles an hour.
I'll go to velocity and see if I can do it that way.
It was partly sunny. The temperature was 63 degrees. The wind was west at 15 miles an hour.
Hold on.
At Panama City Northwest, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 55 degrees. The wind was
Let me see if I
northwest
can
at
find
13
it.
miles an hour.
I think it was like right.
Dothan, heavy rain and fog were reported.
So it was right here. This one right here ended up.
The wind was west at 24 miles an hour. At
Oh, I
Albany,
lost it.
heavy
Hold
rain
on.
and fog were reported. The temperature was 53 degrees. The wind was east at 17 miles an hour.
Hold on.
At Valdosta, a thunderstorm was reported. The temperature was 62 degrees.
Okay, there we go. We're
The
back.
wind was south at
So
28 miles an hour.
it wasn't this one, although this was the first. That one right there was the first one that
Eastern Standard Time.
got people concerned. It was the second one right here.
NOAA weather radio station
This one
KH24
that ended up
in Florida,
producing a strong tornado just outside of Valdosta, Georgia.
160.40 megahertz. This broadcast originates from your National Weather Service office in
We
Tallahassee.
also, at that same time, or no, just after that, we had a strong tornado. You can just kind of see it right here. We had a strong tornado go right through here, which was definitely on the ground. Actually, we probably had 2 tornadoes
Warning for northeastern Thomas,
with that one.
western Brooks, and
It
central
looked like on
Colquitt
velocity we
counties
had 2, so.
The storm which prompted the warning has
Yeah.
weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning has been canceled.
Let's go back to this one.
Remember, the tornado warning still remains in effect for eastern Colquitt County until 4:45 p.m.
Very broad rotation right there.
Northwestern Brooks County is canceled. The tornadic
Looks like the Jacksonville one got completely canceled.
Therefore,
Not 100 frames.
canceled. These are the 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time conditions. At the Tallahassee Airport.
Yeah, the Jacksonville one was completely canceled. This one has
62 degrees.
very broad rotation right there.
An hour. At Florida State University, the temperature was 61 degrees. The wind was southwest at 13 miles an hour. At Apalachicola,
This one just looks like a strong thunderstorm, nothing too crazy.
the temperature was 63 degrees. The wind was west at 15 miles an hour. At Panama City Northwest, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 55 degrees. The wind was northwest at 13 miles an hour. At Dothan, heavy rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 49 degrees. The wind was west at 24 miles an hour. At Albany, heavy rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 53 degrees. The wind was east at 17 miles an hour. At Valdosta, a thunderstorm was reported. The temperature was 62 degrees. The wind was south at 28 miles an hour. The current time is 4:31 p.m.
There's some interesting cells now going on in the Tampa, just north of Tampa.
Radio station KIH-24 in Tallahassee, Florida, operating 24
Let's
hours
check a look
a
at
day
velocity on
at
that.
162.40 megahertz.
Hmm.
This broadcast
Not too
originates
crazy,
from
but
your
still, those are going to
national
come
weather
ashore
service
pretty
office in
soon, which
Tallahassee,
could
Florida. The latest weather
be
forecast
bad.
information
So
can
we're going to have to
also
still
be
watch that
accessed by calling
closely.
our automated forecast line at 850-942-8851. The tornado warning for northeastern Thomas, northwestern Brooks, and central California counties is canceled. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. Remember, a tornado warning still remains in effect for eastern California County until 4:45 p.m. The tornado warning for northwestern Brooks County is canceled. The tornadic thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. These are the 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time conditions. At the Tallahassee Airport, it was partly sunny.
There's a 40% watch probability mesoscale that just got out for this area. Like, really? You should have issued a watch a while ago, but whatever.
The wind was southwest at 13 miles an hour. At Apalachicola, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 63 degrees. The wind was west at 15 miles an hour. At Panama City Northwest, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 55 degrees. The wind was northwest at 13 miles an hour.
Well, I'm just gonna quickly go over to California because they have a significant flooding event ongoing.
Was west at 24 miles an hour. At Albany, heavy rain and fog were reported. The temperature was
I think it's
53
more
degrees.
to this area here,
The
but
wind was east at 17 miles an hour. At Valdosta, a thunderstorm was reported. The temperature was 62 degrees. The wind was south at 28 miles an hour.
many flood warnings,
The current time is
flood watches, and flood advisories are in effect currently, so
You are listening to NOAA Weather
if you're
Radio
in
Station
Western California, just make sure
operating
you know anytime when a flash flood warning or a flood warning gets issued for your area and
This
be able to
broadcast
seek
originates
higher
from your
ground
National
as soon
Weather
as it gets
Service office
issued,
in Tallahassee, Florida.
because
The
these
latest
storms
weather and
are
forecast information can
pretty
also be
serious.
accessed by calling our automated forecast line at 850-942-8851. The tornado warning for northeastern Thomas, northwestern Brooks, and central California counties is canceled. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. Remember, a tornado warning still remains in effect for eastern California County until 4:45 p.m. The tornado warning for northwestern Brooks County is canceled. The tornadic thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. These are the 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time conditions. At the Tallahassee Airport, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 62 degrees. The wind was southwest at 15 miles an hour. At Florida State University, the temperature was 61 degrees. The wind was southwest.
Okay, we have a new
at
severe
13 miles
thunderstorm
an
warning
hour.
that just got issued.
At Apalachicola,
Let's go to
it was
this.
partly sunny. The temperature was 63 degrees. The wind was west at 15 miles
Right
an
here.
hour. At Panama City Northwest, it was
The
partly
National
sunny.
Weather Service in Jacksonville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Nassau County and northeastern Florida, southwestern Camden County and southeastern Georgia, northeastern Charlton County and southeastern Georgia until 5:15 p.m. At 4:34 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Folkestone, moving north at 20 miles per hour. Hazard: 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. Locations impacted include Folkestone, Homeland, and Race Pond. That's this right here. Now has a severe thunderstorm warning. Presumably because this storm here is moving to the north. That's why I'm guessing that got issued.
Listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station KIH-24 in Tallahassee, Florida, operating 24 hours a day on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This broadcast originates from your National Weather Service office in Tallahassee, Florida. The latest weather and forecast information can also be accessed by calling our automated forecast line at 850-942-8851. The tornado warning for northeastern Thomas, northwestern Brooks, and central Colquitt counties is canceled. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado.
I wouldn't expect this to get a new warning, honestly. The rotation is very, very broad now, to the point where I wouldn't even call it rotation anymore. But, you know,
The tornado warning
we'll
for
see.
northwestern Brooks County is canceled. The tornadic thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area.
Honestly, a severe potential is kind of ending for this region, so if you don't see too much for the next, like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, this stream might already end.
The temperature was 62 degrees.
I thought this would have been more active, but
Southwest
no.
at 15 miles an hour. In Florida State University, the temperature was 61 degrees. The wind was southwest at 13 miles an hour. In Apalachicola, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 63 degrees. The wind was west at 15 miles an hour. At Panama City Northwest, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 55 degrees. The wind was northwest at 13 miles an hour. At Dothan, heavy rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 49 degrees.
Those are all
The wind
continuing to
was west
move
at
that
24
direction,
miles an
so
hour. At Albany, heavy
honestly,
rain
that could
and
produce
fog
some
were
flash
reported.
flooding in
The
this
temperature
area.
was 53 degrees.
Really, anywhere
The wind was east at 17 miles an hour.
kind of
At Valdosta,
up in
a
here
thunderstorm was reported.
and up in here, I wouldn't be surprised to see some flash
The
flooding,
wind was south at 28 miles
since
an
these
hour.
storms are just training over the same areas.
4:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You are listening to NOAA Weather Radio.
I'll get to that warning in a second, but I am beginning to see an interesting area here near Black Still. We'll see if that ends up getting a warning. Speaking of a warning, though, we do now have a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Jacksonville.
The latest weather and forecast information can
So they didn't give it a tornado warning, but they did give it a severe thunderstorm warning. The National Weather Service in Jacksonville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Nassau County in northeastern Florida, north central Clay County in northeastern Florida, southwestern Duval County in northeastern Florida until 5:15. At 4:37 p.m., a severe thunderstorm is located at Cecil Field, or 9 miles north of Middleburg, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. Hazard 6 mile per hour wind gusts and half dollar size hail. Locations impacted include Jacksonville, Cecil Field, Cisco Gardens, Ortega, Normandy, Oakleaf Plantation, San Marco, Riverside, Jacksonville Heights, and White House Airfield.
At the Tallahassee Airport, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 62 degrees. The wind was southwest at 15 miles an hour. At Florida State University, the temperature was 61 degrees.
I don't know, I'm a bit worried about some of these storms right down here.
At Apalachicola, it was
They're getting that, you know, classical hook shape right there. You can even kind of see it. They're getting that hook shape, which I don't like.
at Panama City Northwest.
They're not going to probably reduce, at least for short term, but it still looks interesting nonetheless.
At 13 miles an hour. At Dothan, heavy rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 49 degrees. The wind was west at 24 miles an hour. At Albany, heavy rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 53 degrees. The wind was east at 17 miles an hour. At Valdosta, a thunderstorm was reported. The temperature was 62 degrees. The wind was south at 28 miles an hour. The current time is 4:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You are listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station KIH-24 in Tallahassee, Florida, operating 24 hours a day on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This broadcast originates from your National Weather Service office in Tallahassee, Florida. The latest weather and forecast information can also be accessed by calling our automated forecast line at 850-942-8851. The tornado warning for northeastern Thomas, northwestern Brooks, and central Colquitt counties is canceled. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning has been canceled.